All right, what's going on, guys? Yesterday's lineup was good. It cashed, and we're moving on to today real quickly. Yesterday, Jake Lamb was really big for us. Severino wasn't as great as I expected him to do. The Yankees bullpen did kind of blow that one, but overall, it was a good night of DFS, and we're moving on to today. Now, before I get into it, remember to leave a like and comment any suggestions in the comment section and subscribe if you haven't. All right, let's get right into it. So at the top is Carlos Martinez, my favorite pitcher on the slate. At 11,100, he offers safety in terms of strikeouts. He has the best matchup on the slate tonight, so I really like Carlos Martinez. Uh, Verlander and Samardzija, I'm not really interested in. So of those two, I'd rather look towards Samardzija though. My next favorite pitcher is Robbie Ray. He's going up against the Padres at Petco. Petco's a pitcher stadium. I think Robbie Ray actually could finally hit 7 innings tonight. He usually doesn't get past six because he gets into deep counts, gives up a lot of walks, but with the high walks comes the high strikeouts. So I really like Robbie Ray. Urias, no, I'm not looking towards Urias even in that matchup, just because he's not going to get enough strikeouts for you in order to be worth playing him, and he's not going to go deep into a game. My third favorite pitcher tonight is going to be Zach Wheeler. Zach Wheeler's been very consistent. I think he could go 20 plus tonight. Let's see. After Zach Wheeler, you could look towards Luis Perdomo for a GPP play, but that's about it for him. That's about it. You're not going to go towards him for cash games. Moving on to catchers. My favorite catcher is going to be Wellington Castillo. He has hit righties extremely well. Coming off a huge game yesterday, 2 home runs. I really like him to have another big game today. My next favorite catcher is Alex Avila. He's going up against AJ Griffin, who gives up a ton of hard contact. And so I really like the Detroit Bats today. I think they're all going to go get underlooked. My third favorite catcher is Yadi Molina here. He's got good numbers against Samardzija in his career. So I like Yadi Molina. James McCann is always worth a look because he seems to be doing well lately. He could always be due for that big breakout game. Not a breakout game, but like a big game where he gets a home run or two. Um, in terms of catcher, that's about it. Uh, Whoever catches for Toronto, you could target the right-handed hitter. But what I mean by that is, like, if Luke Mile hits or is starting for Toronto against Kevin Gausman, Gausman struggles against righties a lot, so you could target the right-handed catcher there. So that's what I meant by that. Moving on to first baseman, Goldschmidt. Not tonight. I'm not a huge fan of the Diamondbacks tonight. I think they're gonna go high owned just because I don't think a lot of people know that Perdomo was actually a solid pitcher this season. He's a huge ground ball pitcher. I think I saw like 70% of his outs were ground balls. It was ridiculous. But for that reason, I really don't like any of the Diamondbacks bats tonight. I think I'm fading them as a whole. My favorite first baseman option is Chris Davis. He let a ton of people down last night, but I think he can come back and have a big game. I like Jay Bruce tonight. I like Cody Bellinger. I really like Miguel Cabrera because I think he's going to go extremely underowned. I like Justin Smoke too. I think he's going to go underowned. I think he could have a solid game. Let's see. Lucas Duda, I think is interesting. I think he actually hits a home run today. Um, I already said I liked Alex Avila. If Adrian Gonzalez, yeah, he's back now, and I think I like Adrian Gonzalez. He's very cheap. I like Luis Valbuena. That's about it for first baseman. Let's move on to second baseman. Ian Kinsler, I think, is going to go a little underowned, but I think he's going to have a monster game tonight. I think he hits a home run today, just because he has high exit velocity, which means he's really squaring up the ball. And AJ Griffin gives up a lot of hard contact, so I really like Ian Kinsler. Neil Walker has turned it on lately. I know he got off to that brutal start to the season, but he's been really playing well lately, and he's going up against Alex Mayer, who has a lot of control issues. So I like Neil Walker. I like Devin Travis. I like Jonathan Scope against Bolsinger. I think he hits a home run today. Chris Taylor was really big for us yesterday. He had a 22-point game and he hit a home run. But not tonight. I'm not a huge Chris Taylor guy tonight. See, Colton Wong is interesting if he bats in the top part of the lineup. Yalmer Sanchez, if he bats second again, which he has been for the last couple games, his price has been very cheap and he's been very solid. So I really like Yalmer Sanchez if he hits near the top part of the lineup. Third base, my favorite third base option is Manny Machado. I think he hits a home run today. Jake Lamb had 2 home runs yesterday, but I'm not going back to that well tonight. Like I said, I really don't like any of the D-backs bats. My second favorite third base option is going to be Kyle Seager. He's not that far behind Manny Machado. I really like Kyle Seager. I think he could hit a home run. Um, yeah, I really like anyone against Mike Pelfrey. So really like Kyle Seager. Jose Reyes, I love Jose Reyes tonight. He's batting second. Alex Meyer, like I said, control issues. So let's say Reyes gets on first. Let's say he steals second. Um, I think he could. I think there's a good chance of that happening. Let's see. Nick Castellanos, I think is going to go underowned, and his average. And people are going to be afraid of that average, but his peripheral stats have been not awful. So I really like Castellanos to go underowned, and he could be worth a look. Um, that's going to be about it for the third baseman. Let's get the shortstops. At the top is Gene Segura, and he's going up against Mike Pelfrey, so I won't fault you for going there. But my favorite shortstop is Corey Seager against Dan Straley. Corey Seager can really hit right-handed pitching, and I think Corey Seager does a really good game. Um, then moving on for shortstops, really not liking anyone else here. I think we're gonna have to pay up for shortstops tonight and either getting Gene Segura or Corey Seager. Let's move on to the outfield. Mike Trout, no, not the matchup isn't the best there. I know he was on fire, but the matchup really isn't the best there for Mike Trout, in my opinion, against Zach Wheeler. JD Martinez has been on fire to start this season, but still not really looking towards him. Or he could be worth a look against AJ Griffin. Yeah, he could be worth a look against AJ Griffin. So I like JD Martinez. I like Bautista a lot tonight. He's been on fire lately. I think he can hit one out against Kevin Gausman, who struggles with righties. I really love Michael Conforto. He's batting leadoff. He's been excellent as of late. I really like Michael Conforto. See, I love Nelson Cruz. I think he hits a home run today. I like Mark Trumbo. I like the Orioles bats against Bolsinger, the righties. Giancarlo could be worth a look. I think he has a chance to hit one out against Julio Urias. Justin Upton could be worth a look. Dexter Fowler. I love Dexter Fowler tonight against Jeff Samardzija. Jeff Samardzija struggles with the lefties, and I think Dexter Fowler is going to be very underowned. Let's see. Seth Smith is interesting. He really hits righties well. Ben Gamble is interesting. I really like Ben Gamble. Let's see. Ezekiel Carrera is too expensive for me, in my opinion. He used to be very cheap, but now he's a little too expensive. If you're not playing Carlos Martinez, I think you could look towards Dennis or Denard Span. Um, I think he could get on base with a walk or something to start the game and maybe steal a bag or two. I know he hasn't stolen one all year, but I think this is the night that he does if he's going to do it. I like Tyler Collins as a cheap outfielder against AJ Griffin. Jared Hoying has been he's been playing lately, and he had that one monster game for the Rangers. I don't think that's going to happen again. Heredia is an interesting option if he plays tonight. Let's see. Matt Adams has had good numbers against Samardzija in his career, so he's an interesting play. Moving on. I think that's going to be about it for the outfielders. All right, yep, that's about it. So now I'm going to go through each game, and I'm going to go through the hitters who I think will hit a home run. So let's go with starting off with the Angels and Mets game. I'm not going to be targeting the Angels hitters here. I'm probably going to pick a Mets hitter against Alex Meyer, and I'm going to go with I think I'm going to go with Jay Bruce here. Yeah, I think Jay Bruce hits a home run here tonight. Let's see. The next game is Texas at Detroit. I'm going to go Ian Kinsler. I think Ian Kinsler is a home run tonight. I really like Ian Kinsler. The next game is San Francisco at St. Louis. It's going to be a St. Louis bat, and I'm gonna go with, that's a tough one. I'm gonna go with Dexter Fowler. Dexter Fowler, if he plays, I think he hits a home run. Unless Matt Adams plays. If Matt Adams plays, I think he hits a home run. So those are the guys there. The next game is Toronto at Baltimore. I'm going to be going. I'm going to be going Chris Davis here. I think Chris Davis hits one out. I'm going right back to the well there. I like Chris Davis. I also like Bautista. I also like Adam Jones, Machado, or Trumbo. But I think the most likely to hit a home run is Chris Davis. Miami at LA Dodgers. My favorite to hit a home run there is going to be Jock Peterson if he plays. I think it's about time Jock Peterson hits another home run. It's been a very long time since he hit one. And against the Australia, I really like Jock Peterson to hit one out. Chicago White Sox at Seattle. Nelson Cruz is the guy. I like Nelson Cruz to hit a home run. And Arizona at San Diego. I think I'm gonna go with Will Myers. Nope, he's at first base now. Will Myers. Then I'm going to go Will Myers here against Robbie Ray. Perdomo is a ground ball pitcher, so I don't see any of the Arizona Diamondbacks hitting a home run. So I think I'm going to go Will Myers here to hit a home run. All right, guys, that's about it for the video. If you liked it, please leave a like on the video, and then comment section. Leave any suggestions or feedback in the comment section, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And that's about it. I'll see you guys later.